Hello, friends, and welcome into NBA Now. Once again, I am Tom. That is Jimmy. Something a little bit different on tap for you guys today. We're going to take a look at the top NBA 2K ratings. The top 20, I guess, plus Ben Simmons for some reason, just came out. So we'll take you through the highest rated players. We'll begin with the top rated player. It is LeBron James, Jimmy.
I mean, it has to be.
Does it, though?
It does. Look, I know he only played 50 games or whatever it was, but he's still the best player in the NBA. He still put up ridiculous numbers, despite the injury. And when he's not injured, this is what he should be. Now, he started out 2K19 at 98, finished at a 96, and then now he's back up to a 97, so right in that middle ground. And then for me,
your fun to play with
my
meter.
fun to play with meter, let's explain it before we go any further. For LeBron, it's a 99 overall, and here's why.
You're too high on him.
If you get LeBron James in 2K, nobody's going to stop you. You can either, if his jumper's not falling, you just drive to the bucket. He's either going to get a foul called or you're going to dunk on whoever you're playing against. Fun to play with meter, 99 overall. That is an objective. That is my opinion. That is what I think. That's how good I am with this person in 2K.
He wants all the smoke is what you're saying.
Basically what I'm saying, but it also means that I can't be wrong.
Okay, that's not how any of that works. Let's move then to another 97 overall. Kawhi Leonard got himself a bump, probably because of what he did in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, in real life, this guy deserves a 97 overall. He's incredible, probably just as good on LeBron's level right now on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. Like in NBA 2K, he's really good to play with, but his shot is a little tough to knock down right away. That's why I only have him at a 94 for myself. I couldn't get his
Hater Jimmy
down.
Back early today.
Yeah. No, I'm not hating on Kawhi Leonard. I would never hate on Kawhi Leonard. But 97 overall for Kawhi heading into 2K20.
All right, let's move then to Giannis, 96 overall. I feel like that might be a little bit low. I think he should be on the same par as LeBron since he just won NBA MVP.
I agree with you. I think he should be a 97 because he won MVP, which means you were the best player in the league last season. I would think, right? So I would have had him at a 97 overall, but I'm not the one making the 2K games. For me, though,
maybe the three-point shooting knocks him down a bit.
I guess that's what it is. But I'm expecting him to pick up. I know they can't put this can't factor this into his 2K rating, but I think he's going to pick up his three-point percentage this next season. But if you get him, look, again, this is another guy that I scored 101 points in an online game with Giannis Antetokounmpo one time. That is a true story.
Were you playing an 8-year-old?
I might have been, but I didn't try to score with anybody else. I only scored with Giannis. 11. And I won the game.
I did do that one time with my buddy. I had Allen Iverson with like the throwback teams.
Right.
He got real mad because I beat him pretty good with the AI there. All right, guys, make sure you are subscribed. I know some of you guys already are, but we know there are a lot of you who watch the show but actually aren't subscribed. So not really sure what you're doing. We're approaching that 130K mark, so let's get us there. Paul Ball, by the way, says he's playing 2K while watching.
Ooh, that's dedication.
That's smart right there, my man. I appreciate that. So make sure you guys are subscribed. The link is at the bottom of the screen if you need it, but you're on YouTube, so just hit the big red button. Let's move then to James Harden, a 96 overall. No changes.
Not a single change. From the beginning of 2K19 to the end of the season, he's stuck at a 96. He's still at a 96. I think that's just right. I think he should be, right below those top two guys. I think he should be lower than Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I really think Giannis should be higher is what I would say there.
I actually would have Harden as a 99 overall because he shoots so well.
For your fun to play with
meter?
Yeah,
my fun to play with meter is mostly based on can you hit three-pointers.
The only thing I don't like is they make him a little slow in the game. I think if he was a little sped up, I'd have him at 98. That's why I docked him 1 point, is just because of his speed.
All right, let's move then to Kevin Durant. He is also a 96 overall. Dropped down from what he was initially. He was a 95 at the end, which I think is kind of a little weird. You match up, though, as overall with your fun to play with meter.
Yeah, I think this is perfectly rated. His handle's a little weaker because he's so tall in 2K, for me at least. But overall, if you get Kevin Durant in NBA 2K, you're going to be just fine. I think 96 is a pretty proper rating for KD. Of course, you're not factoring in the fact that he isn't going to play next season.
Yeah, that's not factored in because that's not how the 2K video game system even works there. All right, guys, are you going to buy NBA 2K? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Are you going to do it?
Oh, absolutely. I'll buy it the day it drops. I will 100% blow some money on NBA 2K20. What about you?
I probably will.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. I will say I didn't buy 2K19, and then it went on sale for $3 like 2 months ago. So I'm like, all right, sure, why not?
Whoa, it was $3?
It was $3. It was super on sale.
Wow, okay, that might be worth it.
And every now and then, like, it's one of the PS Plus games of the year, or month, but it happens like maybe every other year, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2020's turn this time around. Let's move then to Steph Curry, a 95 overall. Look, we know he's great. How is he not a 99, Jimmy?
For my fun to play with?
Yes.
Because defensively, if you match up against bigger point guards, it's impossible to guard him with Steph Curry on 2K. That is the biggest issue. Like, I know nobody in real life posts up anymore, but in NBA 2K, if you get a bigger guy, you're going to post up Steph Curry every second you can. That's why I got him at 98 just for the defensive. Offensively, 99 every day of the week.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But who cares? It's 2K. You don't need defense.
That's what you think.
Defense you don't need
defense is extremely
it's
valuable.
It's a video game. You just score more than the other team. That's how you win. Fun fact, by the way.
That's why I'd kill you in 2K.
All right, I mean, maybe. All right, Anthony Davis, a 94 overall. Consistency there. You got him as a 97, though.
Yeah, I actually really like big men, especially big men that can knock down a mid-range jumper. And Anthony Davis has a really good handle in 2K because back in the day, he was a point guard, so they gave him a pretty good handle. I love playing with Anthony Davis. I'm kind of surprised he didn't move up at all. But at the same time,
the LA LeBron boost didn't do it.
Yeah, and at the same time, the fact that he didn't play enough didn't prove that he should be in that 95 overall level.
He has a 3-point shot, so 97 seems fair to me.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Another big man here, Joel Embiid, 93 overall. Remember, injuries don't drastically impact the same way that it does in real life.
Yeah, so he finishes exactly where he finished, or he starts exactly where he finished 2K19 at 93 overall. I've got him at a 96 because that man in 2K is a double-double every single time. He's bigger than, like, they make him seem bigger than any center on the game, and he out-rebounds absolutely everybody. And then if you want to post up, nobody's going to stop Joel Embiid. I love playing with him.
Post-up game, way weak for me in 2K, but shooting matters. Joel Embiid has that. So who is your favorite player in NBA 2K? Let us know in the comment section. We'll get some shout-outs here, like we will to Coach Dreadhead. Happy birthday, my man.
Happy birthday.
We won't ask your age because that's weird. Favorite player in 2K?
It's kind of a cheat code, but Giannis. I mean, just give me Giannis. Or if I had to go on a lower level type of guy, Damian Lillard.
I see some Embiids in there, some saying their own my player, AD and LeBron. Neil says Zaza. Bold choice there. Tyler says Luka. Lots of LeBron. Shout out Patrick said Josh Childress. What year is it? I see some Currys. I see Vince Carter. Steph is in there. I'll go different. I'll go with the guy that is not like the best player, but one that I am abnormally good with. That is Jamal Murray. I've said that before. Who said that?
Big T.
I agree. For whatever reason, I just instantly have his shot.
See, I'm not good
I got it on lock.
I'm not good with him for some reason.
Kind of like how George Hill. Stupid good with George Hill. I'll never forget the one time I hit 4 threes in a game with Tony Allen.
Oh, wow.
Don't know how. They just managed to go in. It was just one of those games somehow there. All right, Paul George. He's next up here. Bit of a boost from where he was entering 2K19.
Yeah, which he should be. I mean, he finished top 3 in MVP voting. And, he's starting exactly where he finished in 2K19, probably because of that shoulder injury, and he didn't have a great back half of the year. So you kind of have to take that into account that he's probably not going to get better right off the bat. I've got him at a 91.
Why you hating?
I love Paul George's shot. It's so easy to get down, but everything else, I'm not good with him. Like, he when he was with the Pacers back in whatever that was, 2K14
I was so
or 15,
good with that Pacers team.
Ridiculous.
That
so good.
Prime Pacers team of Roy Hibbert, Danny Granger, if I'm remembering correctly, and Paul George.
Yep.
And George Hill, too. That was my squad.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but I was good with them.
I like Paul George in 2K, but not enough to have him at his actual rating.
Let's move then to a 92 overall Damian Lillard. You got him as a 97 overall play meter, Jimmy. Wow.
I'm telling you, man, you give me Dame and it's game over because I can drive to the bucket every single possession with him, and he's faster than any other point guard. He's bigger than a lot of point guards, and he can shoot the ball lights out. He's got a quick release. It doesn't get blocked.
It's true.
I am a big fan of Damian Lillard on 2K. I think 92 is a proper rating. He took a huge step forward this past season, leading his team to the Western Conference Finals. And I think he's going to kind of repeat the same success he had last year.
So when you're picking a team, Jimmy, who is your go-to team to play with in 2K? Everyone feel free to chime in. I saw Pebbles said that he was a Pacers guy back then too.
So how we play, when I'm playing my buddies, you get 3 randoms, and you get to pick from those 3 randoms.
That is the proper way to do it, by the way.
Only way to do it.
Completely agree.
But if I get Philadelphia, or at least if I got Philadelphia from last season, I would win every game because, number 1, Joel Embiid. Number 2, whoever their point guard is, I have Ben Simmons. I'm just going to bully him down low. And number 3, Boban in 2K is ridiculous. I love playing with Boban.
He's kind of weirdly good there. Someone says Hornets because they're tanking there. Warriors, Lakers. I see some Bulls.
You can't say Warriors.
Boston.
The Warriors from 2K19 or the Lakers from 2K20, I feel like are both. Well, not really this.
No, Lakers are fine.
Lakers are fair.
Everyone is now on the table for 2K
I guess that's
this
true.
year. Because the Big 3 and the Big 4, whatever era is dead. It's now the Big 2 era. 2K, it works.
That's true.
You are correct, though. The proper way is to go pick 3 teams, pick one of those 3. Or I also throw in the
Suicide
Four.
Yep,
Exactly
same.
right. That's how you do it. But my preferred team, though, is Denver. Because I'm all about the pace and space.
All right, that's fair.
If I'm not in transition, I'm actually not that good.
Then
gotta do transition.
Stay tuned for my Nikola Jokic fun to play with meter. You're not gonna like it.
All right, let's move into the Brooklyn Nets. This is Kyrie Irving, 91 overall. A bit of a drop, actually.
Yeah, he took a couple steps back, which
2K hating.
I think it's reasonable. I do think he deserved to get knocked down a couple spots because where he started in 2K19, we expected the Boston Celtics to be the Eastern Conference champions, and it obviously didn't happen. He was a big part of that, and the drama that he brought, which I know 2K doesn't factor that in, but I've got him at 93 because his handles are ridiculous, and his mid-range game is insane, and his shot is so easy to get down from 3. I'm a big fan of Kyrie in 2K.
Well, someone you're not a big fan with here. Jimmy, explain yourself.
Okay, look. I love Nikola Jokic. In real life, I love Nikola Jokic. If I get him in 2K, I cannot stand him. I can't get his shot down. His post-up game isn't as strong as it should be. Maybe they'll fix that now that he's a 90 overall. I'm horrible with Jokic.
I actually agree with you.
Really? You are? Okay, good.
Like, I'm good with Denver, and he does a great job rebounding.
Yeah.
But my play style, I don't ever post up. I do pick and rolls, I do off-ball screens, and I shoot threes.
He's not fast enough. Like, you can't throw him a lob in the pick and roll either,
he's
so that
too
sucks.
slow. He's a good passer, though, but it doesn't fit my style. Like, a couple years back, DeMarcus Cousins was my dude.
Yeah.
Because he shot threes really well. So I love him as a player. Not the best, though, for Denver in terms of 2K. Let's move into another 90, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, so obviously dipped some from his initial 2K19 rating, but the same as where he ended, which I think is proper. I think what really hurt him in his 2K rating is the fact that he cannot shoot, and his shooting was too good in 2K19. Like, they never really docked his shooting. That needs to go down quite a bit, I think. But look, if you're driving with Russ, it's impossible to stop. You can't stop him on the drive.
With Russ because he's so fast in the game.
He's a great defender too, man. He gets so many steals in that game. You hit X and that ball's popping out of someone else's hands.
All right, if you guys did not know, today is actually National Hot Dog Day. So very important question with one correct answer. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
By definition, yes, a hot dog is a sandwich.
No, it's not.
By
it's
definition.
Absolutely not. Why are you doing this?
If you look in the Webster's dictionary at what a sandwich is, hot dog fits that mold.
No, it doesn't. Because if you get rid of the bread, what do you have?
A wiener. That's what you have.
You have a hot dog still. It's not a sandwich. If you don't believe me, go ask Joey Chestnut. Also, we did. It's on the channel. Subscribe and search for it. You'll find it there. Chestnut says it's not a sandwich, therefore it is not. If you take away the bread and you still have the item in question, it's no longer a sandwich.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm right. All right. Karl Anthony Towns, 89 overall. Okay, you had 91s there, initial, final, and fun to play with. Why did he drop?
I don't know why he dropped. Maybe it's
they hating again?
I'm not really sure about the Karl Anthony Towns hate that he's getting. I love playing with him. Great shooter for a big man. Pretty quick in the game as well. I don't know what docked him points. They haven't released the full, what every single stat is yet.
Yeah.
And once we get that, we'll get a little better idea of why he's an 89 overall.
Speaking of 89s, next up is Klay Thompson. I agree with your fun to play meter.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's awesome.
Ridiculous. You can shoot literally from anywhere with Klay Thompson. Easiest shot in the game. By far the easiest shot in the game. Now putting it on the deck is a little tough with Klay sometimes. That's why I'm not going to have him in that 98-99 range. But if you want a shooter, which everybody in 2K does, that's all you need is Klay Thompson. If you're doing like the franchise thing, when you like draft, like it's an auto draft or a fantasy kind of draft, Klay Thompson's going first round easy.
All right, so let's take a look here at who the most overrated players are, because we've got still 5 to get through. Who's the most overrated player? And like I was, we don't have the full ratings, so if you want to go back to last year, guys, in the comments, that's totally fine too.
So I can't say mine because we haven't said him yet. But once he gets up there, once he's up here, I will release who I believe is the most overrated so far.
I see Westbrook, LeBron. I see Harden. Someone said the Joker in there. Marcin Gortat was apparently a 77. I don't know if that's accurate.
In 2K19. Maybe.
Tyler, a man after your heart, says Melo. Lots of LeBrons, though.
Okay, look, you can't dock LeBron points.
Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Okay, yes. So we don't have Ben Simmons in this because he's right outside the top 20. Ben Simmons got released as an 87 overall. That's high for me. I'd go 85 for Ben
He's
Simmons.
also low on the fun-to-play-with meter because he can't shoot.
Yeah, but if you have him at point guard, it's pretty hard to stop him.
That's fair.
I like playing with him, though.
All right, keep those votes flowing. I see a lot of Kawhis and Kawhi coming in. That's weird. 88, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I think this is pretty fair. There are a lot of people complaining about it, that this was too high or too low for Blake Griffin, which, if you have enough people complaining on both sides, you got it just right. So I think 88 overall is really good for Blake Griffin. He had a career year this past season. That's why he went up a point from his final 2K19 rating. I love playing with Blake because he can put it on the floor, and his shot's actually pretty easy to get down for me personally. Now, defensively, he's a little on the undersized side when you start playing against other bigs, but
I appreciate Griffin for the fun to play with because I know you're lame and don't do it, but I always like the 2K drinking game. It is you drink if you lose the quarter. You also drink every time you get alley-ooped on.
Oh, yeah.
And
then you would, yeah.
It's been harder to do alley-oops, but back in 2K12, that 13 range, I was really good with alley-oops.
You could catch an alley-oop with your elbow.
Oh,
and,
alley-oops were way too easy, and I did 3 or 4 quarters. That people did not like playing with me. All right, speaking of 88 overalls, Donovan Mitchell. What do you make here?
This might be a guy that maybe is a little bit overrated. I'd put him right back.
Is this your overrated guy or
It's
no?
not.
Okay.
It's not, but it is a guy that I would consider for that. I would maybe just keep him at an 87. I don't think he really did anything to improve his rating whatsoever. I have him at an 89 overall. I should probably pull that back to about an 87 because he doesn't really do anything super well, but he doesn't do anything bad in the game. It's just he's good enough to play with, and if you want him as your starting point guard, you'll be just fine.
Let's move then to another 88. Oh, look, spoiler alert, the rest are all going to be 88s, by the way. Jimmy Butler.
Proper rating, in my opinion. I don't love playing with him because they made him way too skinny on the game, and so he can't really drive very well.
He's not anywhere near cut enough as he should because he is actually pretty jacked.
Yeah, so I don't really know why he's so skinny on the game, but because of that, I have him as an 86 overall, lower than his actual rating. Got a good mid-range jumper, though.
If you guys are Heat fans, you do need a new Jimmy Butler jersey. Here's how you can get one. Head over to chatsports.com/NBA now. Use promo code CHATNBA for a 100% deposit bonus. You put down $50, they're going to give you $50 for free. Then email us at promo@chatsports.com and we'll hook you guys up with an NBA jersey. That's chatsports.com/NBA now and that promo code CHATNBA. So there are only 2 players left in the top 20, Jimmy. Is Kemba your most overrated guy?
No, Kemba Walker is not, because look at my fun to play with meter.
Good point.
95 overall for Kemba Walker. He's an 88 in the game, but for me, if you give me Kemba, he's so shifty and such a good finisher around the rim for some reason that I'm really good with Kemba Walker. I think this is a pretty good rating for him. Again, didn't really do anything to make it go up or down all that much. I did make an all-star team, so maybe you can argue he should be closer to 89, 90, but I think it's proper for Kemba Walker.
All right, then hater Jimmy, that means it's Rudy Gobert.
It's Rudy Gobert. Now look, defensively, obviously he's the best defensive player in the league, defensive player of the year. But you can't do anything with him on offense. You can throw him a lob every once in a while, and he's tall enough to get rebounds, but you can't post him up because he's too skinny. He doesn't have any kind of mid-range game. He definitely can't extend it to the three-point arc. So I have him as an 80 overall, fun to play with, only because I only keep him in the Bs because if you drive, if the person you're playing against drives and Rudy Gobert's in there, they're not going to score. Other than that, I would never willingly have Rudy Gobert in my starting 5.
And I saw some comments in there about the my player. So with that note in mind, have you ever watched the NBA 2K League? 1 for yes, 0 for no.
I have. I watched 1 quarter of the inaugural game, like the very first ever NBA 2K League game, and I was like, this is not what I wanted to watch, so I turned it off.
Yeah, it's a big old 0 for me there. Chris says he has, Tyler says he has, Jamal has, but there are mostly zeros in there.
I think we should do a Chat Sports 2K League, and we stream all of us playing each other on the channel. I think that would be pretty popular.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I'd enjoy it just because I'd probably dominate.
Okay, so you just want to win.
Yeah, that's really it.
All right, folks, let us know there are mostly zeros coming in. Let's recap then the top 20 2K20 ratings. Look at all those 2s and 0s in there. LeBron, Kawhi, they're both 97s. Giannis, Harden, and Durant are all three, 96s. Steph Curry's a 95. AD's a 94. Then Joel Embiid and Paul George are 93s. Dalla Dame is 92. Kyrie's a 91. 290 overalls, Nikola, Jokic, and Russ. Karl Anthony Towns and Klay Thompson are both 89s. Funny how these numbers worked out pretty evenly for our graphic purposes. Then a bunch of 88s overall. Blake Griffin, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Kemba Walker, and the man you hate, Rudy Gobert. You call most overrated player in 2K. Just saying that's what you did.
Of the top 20, yes, I did say he is the most overrated within our top 20.